Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about the takeover perk that will break NBA 2K23, especially in the early game. While I'm sure a lot of you guys probably don't even have a takeover perk equipped. The majority of the people I'm playing against literally only have either the Mamba Mentality ones that you've been able to put on, which are absolute garbage, first and foremost. But I do want to prompt you guys to go ahead and load up 2K, check your weekly challenges, and look for this Jackson Ellis Challenge X. This is going to be something that you absolutely want to try and get, especially if you're locked down too. But as you can see at the top of the screen, 6 days, 11 hours left. Obviously, you have to play 50 games, any park affiliation. I got this done in 1 day so I can get you guys a video in time for you to be able to check out and see. Now, I will say a lot of my friends and people that I've hopped on the game with, they haven't been able to get this to pop up. And I just want to prompt you guys to at least check and see if it's there for you. Anyway, now that we have explained to you guys that you can maybe at least look for it and stay on the lookout for it every other week and just stuff like that, I want to show you some gameplay with it. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, for the drop a like, sub if you're new, tell them noties, all that good stuff. Like always, try to 2,000 likes, and I hope y'all enjoy, man. And again, I really do want to stress the point of the fact that it may not be there for you. I just want to let you guys know that I have asked a lot of the teammates and friends that I've played the game with, and not many of them say that it's there. So, and I don't know what I did special to do this or to unlock it. It was just my Rebirth build, and I literally loaded up and looked at my weekly challenges, and there it was. I saw the one before this, the week before, was Juice. So it's very interesting. Stay on the lookout for it. But as you can see, 49 out of 50 games played. We're just going to go ahead and fast forward to the point where the game was ending. And as you can see, as we hop off the court, it's going to be 50 out of 50 games played. I'm going to go ahead and just equip Saboteur, and boom. I mean, we're getting into some nasty gameplay after this, and I gotta let you guys know it's really crazy. And if anybody doesn't know what this takeover perk actually does, you're gonna see it pop on the screen right here. It's going to make it even worse, the amount of takeover that you drop of someone when you get a steal or they commit a bad shot on you or anything like that. So also, in the past, this has worked for blocks. I'm not exactly sure 100% yet if it does or does not also still work for blocks, but as you can see, it says when a guarded opponent commits a turnover or bad shot, their takeover meter gets a larger penalty. Alright, so we're gonna get straight into this gameplay. I do want to let you guys see, like, obviously I have this titled Unseen Effects as well for the Saboteur gameplay, and the reason I want to say that is this takeover perk is doing way more than you might even visually think it will. So the only way to really prove it to you guys that it's going to be making a drastic difference is if I was able to get like a ton of steals early in a game on the exact same player and get like maybe 2 steals on the exact same dude before he can even do anything to build up his own takeover progress. But generally, people are going to be able to build up their takeover progress just through progressively through the game of being able to just get buckets, you know, passing, assists, stuff like that, rebounds, whatever the case may be. They're getting their takeover pretty easily and achievable. But as you're going to see in this gameplay, you're going to see so much just absolute wrecking havoc. And the reason I have that unseen effects part on the bottom of the title right there is because there will be situations where maybe I get a steal on one guy, then I get a steal on the next guy, then I get a steal on the next guy. And in a competitive close game where maybe this actually does matter quite a bit, like me getting that steal right there just made it so the big man is probably not getting takeover all game, because now he's a little bit buried into the progress of going cold. Like this right here, he is at that same takeover progress as me, and you can't see it, but he's going negative on his takeover. He is now losing attributes. And real quick to explain this, I want to pull up a video from 2K22 that it seems all of these stats have correlated all the way over to 23, like the exact same thing. So when you're on cold, you are losing 7 ratings toward all of your attributes. And the other thing too is, even if you're not cold, if you're negative into your takeover progress, aka you turn the ball over while you were on flat 0 takeover, you are going to be losing like 3 or 4 ratings pretty much, literally for not even being cold. So even if you make a mistake or anything like that, you are progressively going into the negative as far as your ratings and what's being boosted. And again, you're getting buried in that takeover. You are like getting stuck in a situation where it's gonna be hard to climb out of it and ever achieve your takeover throughout the whole course of the game. So anyway, that steal right there, like I said, has now just made it so that center is probably not getting takeover the whole rest of this game. And I truly do mean that. And now we're going to be playing some on-ball defense, and I'm telling you guys, like, it's pretty nasty what you can do. And now you can see takeover, once again, is now just absolutely through the dirt. Now, I really wish I could have got a clip of the center just taking a bad shot or something like that, because obviously, if I could have got one more steal, it probably would have been overkill. He definitely would have been cold. And I'm hoping like there was just a situation where maybe he could have one more opportunity of him just, you know, losing the ball or not really even getting a turnover or anything. But as you can see, like, I'm going crazy as far as this defense stuff right now. Like, I got 3 steals, a good shot contest, and everybody on this team is absolutely buried in their takeover. Now, do I think Saboteur is something that is going to be something like completely game breaking, even though I say the title, it seems that it is? Honestly, probably not. I do think Accelerator will be better than this. Extender, debatably, and Juice, debatably. I honestly think, depending on who you are, if you're a lockdown, this is going to be a really great takeover perk. It obviously was great last year too for locks, and the fact that you can get it easily accessible as well is really nice. Right there, really wish I could have got that bump steal on the big, but as you can see, boom, now he's cold. That's the 3rd steal I've got on him, and granted, obviously, like I said, it's a little bit overkill. I think 3 steals would probably put someone on cold, regardless if the takeover perk is good or not, but again, I really wish that he could have just maybe missed a shot or something very small that would have dropped his takeover. But anyway, I mean, either way, bro's on cold. We have stolen the ball from him 3 times. I'm hawking these lanes. I'm trying to go crazy. Tonic gets the block right there. I'm out in the fast break catching lobs. This build is crazy too. If y'all are wondering, this is the Ben Simmons build that I've seen so many people talking so much garbage about. Talking, oh, I'll never make an inside. Imagine being a point guard at 6'9" and not having 3-pointer. You're screwing your teammates over. I can carry a game with this build. I'm out in transition. I could have caught a lob right there. Contact alley-oop. Like, all types of crazy stuff. And the crazy thing is, too, I got people talking about what build would work for me or what build wouldn't work for me. That's the crazy thing, too. I got a 95 win percent playing with inside center build 6'11" and 6'9". And people telling me what's going to work for me. I just think that's crazy, bro. Absolutely insane. But anyway, as far as the gameplay goes, like I said, the progressive loss of these dudes' takeover is absolutely crazy. Like, I'm going to be trying to go for the steal on this guy. I don't want to be getting reach-ins or anything like that, obviously, but anyway, I mean, I don't think it's something that's truly like S tier plus broken or anything like that as far as the takeover perks go. But what I do want to say is early, like so early into the game right now, where nobody has a takeover perk that's worth anything. Like, literally all they have is Decelerator or Minimizer, which are absolute garbage. Literally all they do is obviously like make it so your takeover goes away faster if you do have it, which you have to face guard someone like super tight for it to even work. Or as far as Minimizer goes, like it makes it so maybe you don't get it quite as fast, but that's even, again, you have to like face guard them super tight, and just like it has to be the right situation and stuff. I just think they're both really bad. Saboteur is definitely like a B tier, A tier takeover, and early in the game right now where nobody else has one, I really think it's probably, I mean, it's S tier because literally nobody has a takeover perk. So I'm making big progress, big moves with this. The only thing I think I would run instead of this takeover perk is probably Accelerator. Juice, I don't even know if it's really worth, in my opinion. Debatably, because of how Team Takeover works, though, in this year's game, I think Juice actually might be nuts. Like, Juice might be a crazy takeover perk for that reason. Because, honestly, if you think about it, if we're able to get that Team Takeover activated, which I'm probably dropping a Team Takeover video, whether that's today, later after this video, or before it, I'm not exactly sure which one's going up first, but they will be the same video. And I'm explaining the process of activating Team Takeover, and I gotta say, like, with how easy it is to do, I truly do believe that Juice might actually be S tier this year. But anyway, like I said, until we get to that situation where you truly can pull that off, I do believe this is going to be a devious takeover perk. And again, you can see Zeke actually finished his Mama Mentality stuff, so he has the Decelerator little turtle one right here, but it's not great. I think this is a really just bad takeover perk. Even like it doesn't make a huge difference to have at this point in the year, whereas Saboteur, in my opinion, is huge. Like, this is like really big. And realistically, I'm sure you guys could ask a lot of like point guards out there or anything like that if they definitely fear this takeover perk being on a lock. Like, if we're talking stage guards or anything, or pro-am guards, they would fear this takeover perk being on the pro-am locks and the stage locks and stuff like that, because it'll put them in the dirt with their takeover 100%. As you can see too, man, like this build is insane. Catching contact lobs all over the place, just absolute crazy defender, great ball handler. I didn't even showcase that in this gameplay either, but I'm in love. I am in love with this build, in love with the takeover perk being on it, which I believe enhances it ridiculously as well. 4 steals in this game, and again, I do have 90 steel, don't be wrong. I did upgrade that all the way, but I only have bronze glove on this build, and I might not even have had it equipped in this gameplay. I'm not even sure, because for me to run bronze glove cost like 3 points. I didn't even know if it was worth doing or not, but I mean, to be able to rip people like this is just ridiculous. Not to mention, I can't even imagine this on a pure lock. Like, I'm talking to do with 97 prim, 99 steel. I'm gonna be uploading a video with my boy Apollo on a 6-7 pure lock tomorrow as well, and the power that that build has. If he had Saboteur, bro, oh my god, that would be insane. Not to mention, I really do think if you have this takeover perk at the big man position, it might be even more easily usable, because you might end up in a situation where steals are more accessible. Passing lanes, blocks, stuff like that. Good shot contests all over the court. And again, I just want to make one more mention of the fact that the progressive loss of takeover that this does to people, like, these guys were buried in their ratings, and it's going to make it so they shoot even worse too. Like, their shooting ratings are down by 4 or down by 5, whatever the case may be, depending on how far they are down into it. And if they are cold, they're down by 7, and down by 7 really does hurt. Like, you guys, not to mention, like, this seems this game works in like shooting slumps, so if you miss a couple early on, you really start missing, and like, it really is evident. And especially even worse if you end up on cold off a turnover or something like that. Like, this guy was useless to this game. 3 turnovers and 0 for 2, just absolutely couldn't do anything. So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, I'm not trying to stretch this or gas this way too much. It does look a little bit nerfed or a little less excessive, like, compared to what it was last year, but it's still a tremendously overpowered takeover perk to have early in the game right now, where I'm probably a 1%er as far as the people who have this. So listen, man, I don't know if 2K just blessed your boy and they just gave me some super special treatment, like YouTuber treatment, but listen, I don't know why this popped up in my objectives. If you guys could leave in the comments and let me know if you find this objective. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull it up on my screen real quick and show you where it is specifically. Alright, so where you're going to find this is going to be in your quests. You're going to want to go to your side quests and go all the way down to the weekly ones. Now, for me, all that's left right here, as you can see, is like Race of the Week, Season 1, Week 1. But this is where it popped up for me. It's going to be in here if it's available to you. This is where I also saw the Juice one, and Tonic saw it too, but it was too late. We only had like literally 4 more hours left of the week, and we wouldn't have been able to achieve it or pull it off. So that was unfortunate. But again, it's going to be in your weekly tab. And just one last time, I like to just show it's completed. You have the Jackson Ellis Challenge X. And I also was looking through these. I'll go to that in a second, but I want to show maybe the side quest thing as well. I didn't do this one on this build. I didn't do the extra badge loadout where you also talk to Jackson Ellis. So just in case anybody's wondering if you have to go through like processes of talking to Jackson Ellis first, I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know why it popped up like that. I have zero idea. While we're here though, I want to show you one other thing too. Go and do these right now. If you plan to try and hit legend in 2K23, I didn't even know this is a thing, and I didn't even know you had to like do these, because check this out. When you go to the legend tab right here and you go to the city and the legend prize, you're gonna see you have to complete 12 season quests to ever even be able to get this. So if you're not starting these quests right here where you go to the season quests, you're screwing yourself over, especially if you're a rec player. I mean, my god, like, this is Rec Rat, 100 games won in the rec, Rec Warrior, 1,300 points scored in the rec as well, and these count toward your legend status and objectives and stuff like that too. So definitely start these objectives. I screwed myself out of probably 1,000, like 600 points scored, but I'm not worried about it. I'm sure I'm going to play this game well over enough to be able to get this one all over again, and who knows, probably a triple threat one too. I mean, it'd be pretty easy. But anyway, just wanted to showcase that and give you guys a couple tips, couple pointers, stuff like that. And again, it is in the side quest all the way down in the weekly. That's where you're gonna find it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, for to drop a like, sub if you're new to some noties, all that good stuff. Like always, try to 2,000 likes. And if you made it to the end of the video, put lock in the comments, George supports me all the way through. I know Saboteur, or just put Sab, S-A-B, in the comments, George supports me all the way through. I know Saboteur is a little tough to pronounce, or even spell for that matter. Also, I wish I had it, but I don't have a clip of like enabling that perk being like that objective being started, whatever you want to call it. But again, just all I have is the screenshot. If this helps, it's near a statue. I have no idea which statue it's near. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really don't know, but anyway, like I said, that's all the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Maybe someone else who has questions can answer them. Or if you have maybe feedback to let me know that you have this objective and you did find it and you're able to now start the Saboteur, like, just guide or start the objective, pretty much start your quest to getting it. just let me know, because I would love to know if this video is helpful to anybody, or if I'm just boasting on you guys that I'm able to get this takeover perk and nobody else in the game is, apparently. So anyway, that's all vid. Hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. Like I said, I think it's going to be the how to activate your team takeover in the next one, and then after that we have the power of a pure lock as well. So it's going to be some fun content. I finally have all this gameplay stacked, and now we just have to start unloading it. So we're going to get it out in like 2 to 3 a day. So I hope you guys do enjoy, and like I said, if you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on notice, all that good stuff. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.